Today we're going to talk about what this light means when it comes on in the dash in your car. If you've ever seen this light and you don't know what it is, it's called a TPMS sensor light, which is a tire pressure monitoring system light. So what this means is that your tire, one of them in your vehicle or more, is not reading the appropriate pressure that your vehicle requires. So what we can do to look at this is we're going to check the requirements on your vehicle, what the tire pressure should be, and I'm going to show you how to actually put the air in the tire and check them. So if you look in your door jamb on your driver's side, you should have a sticker like this. And what it shows is that you have your tire and loading information. So it says the front and the size, and then it says cold tire pressure, 35 psi or 33. And what that means is with cold tire pressure, it means that you haven't driven the vehicle in a while, or basically you left it overnight and it doesn't have any heat on the tire. So here we are at the front left tire, and a good idea when you see that TPMS light come on is to check the tread. Make sure there's no nails or screws or funny objects in there that could be causing the tire to deflate without you knowing. If you do have a nail or something like that, you can take it to like a Discount Tire or a Goodyear or something like that, and usually they will fix it for you for free. So that's a good idea if you do see a nail, to get to a tire shop right away. Inspecting the tire, as I'm here, you can see this number looks similar to what we saw on the sticker on the inside of the door. This is the size of the tire, and it tells me the width, the height of the sidewall, and the size of the rim. There's other items on here like expiration date of the tire and the max pressure for PSI, so that you don't overfill it and the tire doesn't explode. That's not super common, so you don't really have to worry about it. The other thing here is we have these little black valve stem caps. This is important to make sure all of your tires have these, because inside this little stem, if it gets damaged, it can cause the tire to lose air. So what we're going to do is, I've purchased one of these. You can get this from like Walmart or a parts store, even a convenience store sells these. It's a tire pressure gauge. And what it does is you put it against the tire and it'll tell you how much pressure you have. So we're going to push that back in, and we're going to push this up against it and see how it popped out there. And my reading, if I look, it shows that it is 34 psi. Another cool thing you can do while you're looking at the air pressures in your tire is you can check your tread depth. Now this little thing you can buy at the parts store too. It's pretty neat. It tells you exactly how much tread depth you have left on your tire to know when you'll need to replace them. And it's pretty good to check this once a month or two, just to make sure that you're not going to need tires soon. So what I do is I put this in, stick it in where the tread is the deepest, and I just push it down until it hits. And so you can see that this tire is still pretty good. It's in the green. And I can also kind of put my finger in there, and there's a lot of meat left on that tire. If you don't have one of these tools, you can use a penny. And as the president's head and neck show more on the penny, you'll know that your tire needs to be replaced. Okay, so what I did is I drove down the street to the closest gas station I could find. If I needed air in my tire, that's what I would do first. Most people don't have air compressors in their house, but if you do, then you can use that instead. If I were going to use this today, what I would do is I would put in my 50 cents and the air starts pumping out. But basically you want to put this flush on your tire, and you'll hear it blowing into the tire, and just do it for a few seconds at a time. And you basically let it go for a few seconds, let the air in. Then you want to put this on and check the pressure, and just keep going back and forth until your pressures are exactly what they should be. You also want to do this if you have that TPMS light come on and you see something in the tire like a nail or a screw. You want to make sure you fill up that tire before you take it to the tire store, just in case you're too low. You don't want to ever let the tire run out and get on the rim. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so in summary, if you get that funny looking light on your dash that has a big yellow circle with an exclamation point in it, usually that means that you have low tire pressure. Doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the tire. It just means that maybe the weather changed and the pressure went up or down, and that little sensor is just reading that it's a little different. If you do find an object in your tire, you want to get that looked at as soon as possible, have it removed, and have the tire plugged That's really important that you take care of it right away, and that should make that light go away. Hope you learned a lot today. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Some good items to keep in your car is a tire pressure gauge and a tread depth finder. If you don't have one of these, that's not a big deal, but the tire pressure gauge is important. You need to check your tire pressures at least once a month. In closing, I believe in leaving something encouraging behind, so on this video I'd like to read you a pretty popular Bible verse, and we'll start with that. It's John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life." So that's just an uplifting encouragement today. If you're needing something positive, hopefully you can say a prayer up to God, and he'll show you that he's there. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you find it insightful. And like I said, if you have any comments, leave them in the comments below. Thanks.